This week on Jersey Matters, we have a big update on the Randolph Township School Board decision to erase the names of all holidays on school calendars. Gas prices are rising fast. What's causing it, and how high can the price go? We get some answers. We'll take a close look at the wisdom of vaccinating children, and the State Department cap on New Jersey wine may finally be coming to an end. Hello, and welcome to the 200th show of Jersey Matters. And we begin today with a Jersey story that has made news around the world when the Randolph Township School Board in Morris County decided to erase the names of all holidays from their school calendar. And we have an important update today. Thanks so much for joining us today. I know you have some breaking news right off the top, so let's get to that. What's happened?
Well, we found out that the school board in Randolph, New Jersey, has now called a special meeting at 5:30 on Monday, the 21st, to bring up a reconsideration of their two votes, the one to eliminate all holidays, and of course, what started this all is the one to eliminate Columbus Day.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, what I hope happens is that they rescind both of those votes, that they make a motion to rescind both of those votes and bring the calendar back to the way it was before May 13th, when they started all of this discrepancy by bringing up the elimination of Columbus Day and then all holidays. I hope that's the way it goes, but hey, you never know.
So this all started with them wanting to change Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day. That's how you got involved. Let's go back to that moment. How did it evolve from there?
Well, absolutely. Back at the May 13th meeting of the regular school board meeting, without any public input and without it being on the agenda, this school board, the Randolph School Board, voted unanimously to eliminate Columbus Day and replace it with Indigenous Peoples Day. And that was with not even a 2-minute discussion. And they changed the calendar. And that caused a tremendous outrage from the local residents, parents, students, as well as residents who contacted us at the Italian American One Voice Coalition. And then, of course, we put it out on the news through all of our social media and so forth. And the protests started to really grow.
Right. And then there's a packed house at the Randolph Township School Board meeting, a packed house. And what happened then?
So then at June 10th, you had all these people that came down to the meeting. They had then it on the agenda, and they had to extend their public portion 3 times to an hour and a half of public portion, with over 25 people expressing their objection to eliminating Columbus Day and changing the school calendar. But then what happened is that once they closed to the public, they then took a unanimous vote to eliminate all holidays. And that was their ludicrous way of addressing the Columbus holiday situation. It was just incredible. No one could believe it at the meeting.
No, I've heard audio of this when you could hear the crowd saying, wait, what's happening? What are you doing? And they said, there's no debate here. That's probably the biggest problem. I mean, their action was awful, but it may not have happened had they had any kind of public input, had they had some kind of debate. Instead, they just took a unilateral action. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, it's really a comedy of errors here. Their first vote bringing it up without even having any discussion, no public input, and not even on the agenda. And then after all that input about Columbus Day, they go ahead and remove all the holidays without anything. And as you said, people were shocked at the meeting. They just couldn't believe it. People were shouting out, what just happened?
You were there, right? You were there.
Oh, yeah, I was absolutely there. And we had a large group of people there, and also a lot of concerned parents and students that spoke out against their actions.
So on Monday, I'm sure there's going to be public input into this.
Yeah,
I would expect you're expecting, again, a packed house, maybe even more people, because this story has gone national.
Well, actually, it's gone international. It was carried in the UK and in other countries as well. It's really just an unbelievable approach of, eliminating really everything. And, you were talking about eliminating Martin Luther King Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Yom Kippur. I mean, geez, they were an equal opportunity insulter when they took this off. First they insulted Italian Americans and actually all Americans with Columbus Day. And then by taking this all off, the story just became huge. And I absolutely agree with you. I'm going to be there Our other people from our organization is going to be there, but I believe there's going to be a lot more people at that meeting on Monday.
I know there's an online petition to try to get the school board to resign. How is that going? And could that even happen? Can you force them out?
Well, our organization wasn't involved with that petition. A local resident put that up. And yeah, there's well over 3,000 signatures on that petition to have the school board resign. At that meeting, there was a lot of consternation about a lot of things the school board was doing. Of course, we're focusing on Columbus Day and these holiday situations, but there's a lot of upset people in Randolph, New Jersey about the actions of the school board and candidly, the way they treated the public at these meetings.
No, I understand that. I think that in reflection, especially because it has made, as you said, international news, I think they're realizing that they made a mistake. What if on Monday they say, we're going to fix the calendar, but we still want to make it Indigenous People Day?
Well, then they're still being insensitive to Italian Americans, because Columbus is an important symbol to Italian Americans as an apology or an atonement for the tremendous discrimination, denigration, and even the largest lynching that ever occurred in America of 11 Italian Americans. And Columbus, since 1892, was America's apology to those generations of Italian Americans that went through that. So if they do that at the school board, hey, we're not going away. We're going to keep at this. And we've laid out a 4-point plan, and they need to, for one of the points of that plan is they need to have sensitivity training at that school for the plight of Italian Americans and not just shut us out like that.
You've seen video of school boards facing problems all across the country with critical race theory, with holidays. And what's heartening to me is public involvement now.
Yes.
It has put new attention on school boards and new attention on the power of the public and the power of parents to stand up to school boards. And I did speak with you earlier in the week. You said you love the fact that people are now running for school board.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was really heartening to see the passionate output from the people that were there at the school board meeting. And, maybe this was a wake-up call. Maybe they have to realize that, school boards are important, because that's teaching children that are the future generations. After all, maybe the situation we're facing now was because of maybe a generation ago, because of books like Howard Zinn, who was an anarchist and a Marxist. He started with defeating Columbus to go after this country. Maybe that indoctrination can be prevented going forward by paying attention to school boards and getting people on there that care about our country and care about all the people in it.
Well, it's great to talk to you again, and please let's talk one more time after Monday. I'd love to get your reaction.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Larry.
Andre DiMino of the Italian American One Voice Coalition. Still to come on Jersey Matters, how high can gas prices go? We get some answers from 3A's next.